We begin tonight with new information in the scandal involving Detroit Council President Charles Pugh.
A mother is about to file a lawsuit. She says Pugh had inappropriate contact with her son. The 7 Action News investigators first exposed this story. Lawyers claim they have damaging text messages between Pugh and the boy.
The lawsuit names Pugh, the city of Detroit, the Detroit Public School District, and the Frederick Douglass Academy. Meantime, the whereabouts of Charles Pugh remains a mystery tonight.
We have Team 7 coverage. Julie Bonovich caught up with those being named in the suit, but right now...
Let's go to 7 Action News reporter Cheryl Choden live in Detroit. And Cheryl, when is this suit going to be filed? Any idea?
Well, Stephen, it's expected to be filed on Monday, Tuesday at the latest. I just got off the phone with the lawyer. He said he will file using Jane Doe for the mom's name, John Doe for the young man's name, because they want to keep this private.
I just found out today, basically, after I talked to you yesterday, that you had met my son at the corner store.
She is the mom of an 18-year-old student at the Douglass Academy, an all-male high school in Detroit. And she's on the phone with City Council President Charles Pugh, and she's upset.
You didn't tell me any of these things. Nothing.
She's upset because she says she found out that Pugh, who was mentoring her son, was buying him gifts, giving him large amounts of money and taking him out of school without her knowing. She's hired lawyers who are getting ready to file a lawsuit against Pugh.
We're alleging that Mr. Pugh engaged in some inappropriate behavior with our client.
According to the lawyers, this started back in December and had become inappropriate and then to the point of harassment against the mom, Pugh calling her many times when he found out she had contacted the 7 Action News investigators.
So that's him calling again?
Yes. Again, and I believe this is the 9th or 10th time.
Investigator Ross Jones was at the home when Pugh called, saying to the mom, "Will you please not do the interview, please, because I won't be able to work in this town. I won't be able to do anything."
This had risen to the level of serious harassment.
For many days now, Pugh has not been seen. He deleted his Facebook and Twitter accounts. The lawyers say this will be a civil suit, but they don't rule out a criminal case to follow, although they won't say if the inappropriate conduct they allege involves anything sexual. They say they have, and showed us, a stack of text messages between Pugh and the young man, who was 17 when the mentoring started. They say when the mom first saw them, she thought her son was exchanging messages with a teenage girl.
When the mom found out about the inappropriate contact between Mr. Pugh and her son, she reached out for him to stop, for him to stop deceit, for him to stop all contacts with her son. And then he began to contact her and harass her.
Now, the lawsuit will reportedly say that Pugh bought the young man expensive gifts, including an expensive briefcase, a cell phone, bought the minutes for the cell phone, gave him hundreds of dollars. The lawyers say they believe the mentoring extended to other young men. They say when they file the lawsuit, they will call Charles Pugh for a deposition. Reporting live downtown, I'm Cheryl Choden, 7 Action News.
All right, Cheryl, thank you for the update in that live report. Let's turn now to 7 Action News reporter Julie Bonovich and the reaction to that pending lawsuit over the scandal. And Julie, we're hearing Charles Pugh won't be the only one named in this lawsuit.
That's right, Stephen, and the other people in the party, they're not saying much, the ones that are being sued, but what they are saying shows that they're worried. The last thing Douglass Academy and the district need right now is a lawsuit, says Detroit School Board President Lamar Lemons.
I'm very much concerned about the district having some unnecessary exposure.
Lemons says the cash-strapped district, already under an emergency manager, can't afford the fallout.
I'm concerned that we're going to have unnecessary legal bills.
But they're right in the middle of it. The all-male high school is where the Charles Pugh Leadership Forum runs out of. A spokesperson for the district released this statement to 7 Action News. It reads in part, "The mother of a recent Douglass Academy graduate approached the school with concerns regarding her son's mentor. At the time, the school reached out to the parent, who stated that she would prefer to handle the matter personally. The school has since contacted the parent, again in writing, seeking to resolve the concerns and is waiting a response." The lawsuit also goes after the city of Detroit. It comes at a time when an emergency manager is trying to get their financial crisis under control. We heard from his spokesperson this afternoon.
I can't comment on anything that's a pending lawsuit before the city. One, I've not seen the complaint, and I can't comment to the veracity of the allegations in there. So we'll just leave that for the attorneys to comment on.
The emergency manager spokesperson also indicated there will be more to come about the lawsuit, but it will come at a later time. Now, the district also tells us that they are going to review the program, which again runs out of this academy. They say they do that anytime a parent questions something with one of their programs. Live from Detroit, Julie Bonovich, 7 Action News.
Julie, I know this story is breaking and we're getting more and more details, but have there been any other complaints against Charles Pugh or just this one young man we've heard from so far?
When I tried to ask that earlier, I asked Lamar Lemons, the school board president, if he knew of any other students that have come forward, and he says not at this time. He doesn't.
All right, the investigation will continue. Thank you so much, Julie, for the live report.